Nancy here and welcome back to my channel and a new video. Today I'm gonna give you some travel tips and we're gonna talk about how to plan and organize your next trip because I am obsessed with traveling. I have a lot of plans for traveling this spring and summer, and yeah, I hope you guys have as well. So enjoy this video, I hope it's helpful, and let's just hop into it. So before I start with my tips, I want to talk about a few general things when it comes to travel. So first of all, I just want to say traveling doesn't have to be expensive, and in this video I'm gonna include some tips for traveling on budget as well, because I do travel on budget for most of the time and I think that makes it even more interesting. So yeah, that's that. And also I want to say you don't have to travel a world in a year or in a few months or whatever. You can take a weekend trip to some place and see new places. And yeah, so traveling doesn't have to be expensive, it can be affordable. You can take weekend trips, you don't have to save for years and make one big trip. Also, there are some places that are more expensive and some less expensive places. So if you're traveling on a budget, you can always choose where are you gonna travel to and choose more affordable places to visit. Also, I want to say that you have to have a general goal when it comes to your trip. Like, is your goal going to be to learn everything about the culture you're going into, or to relax or whatever? So yeah, it's really important to know your goal. For example, for me, I am planning my trip to London, second try, I hope this time it works, and I want to do some sightseeing, see every important thing in London. I mean, I obviously not going to be able to see everything, but I'm gonna try to see a big part of the city and to learn more about the culture. But for example, when planning my summer vacation, I don't want to do any sightseeing, maybe 1 or 2 days from 10, for example. My main goal of summer vacation is to relax. So yeah, depending on that, you can choose your place. So yeah, depending on that, I will choose the place I want to go to and also my budget, because for a summer vacation, I will choose to spend more money and to relax by the beach in some great resort. And for a city trip, I would rather choose some more affordable options out there and yeah, try to save some money. Also, be sure to have a culture awareness. Not every country is the same, people are not the same, religions are not the same. Some countries are like more traditional or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, be sure you know something about the culture you're going to visit and respect that culture, because as a visitor you kind of have to be respectful of the culture. It's like one of the most important things, I think. Also, be sure if you need a visa to travel in that country or not. For example, me, I need a visa for visiting a lot of countries. I can travel around Europe for like 3 months. I don't need to apply for a tourist visa, but anything more than that, I need visa for USA, I need visa for UK, I need visa, and so on. So yeah, be sure and check that if you need visa or not, and how the process works. When do you have to apply? Can you get a visa after arriving to the country? So yeah, be sure to have those informations because it's obviously really important. Okay, so I'm gonna stop rambling and come to the more structured part of this video, and I'm gonna give you my 5 best tips for traveling and planning a trip. So my first tip for this video is about transportation and transport generally. First of all, check if there are some airports near from your city or the city you're traveling to, because there are a lot of airports around the cities which are less expensive than the city airport, the main airports. So So on my own example, there is a city airport in Munich, which is like, that airport is really expensive, and there is one more airport like 80 kilometers away from here. It's in Memmingen. It's like a small city near from Munich, and they have like charter flights. So for example, if I'm gonna go to my home country, Serbia, the flight tickets are normally like on the Munich city airport. The tickets will be like 300 or 400 euro. And then from the other airport, the smaller one, tickets are gonna be like 100 to 200 euros or even less. So that is such a big difference. And of course, if you can, try to book your tickets in advance, because that way, of course, you can save a lot of money. One more thing is, if you're driving by your car, like if you're going to the country near from yours, for example, I live in Germany. If I want to go to Austria, you need to buy a ticket to be able to drive through Austria, like on a highway. So be sure to think about that costs as well, and be aware of the fact that you can also choose not to drive on a highway, but on like normal roads or whatever it's called. So yeah, just you have to plan that in advance and be aware of that cost. And one more extra tip for traveling: download a few Netflix episodes on your phone and watch that if you don't want to listen to music the whole time, or of course podcasts, or bring your book or your favorite magazine with you, because traveling can sometimes, like transportation or traveling, can sometimes be really boring, and you don't want to like be bored for a few hours and kill your mood. So yeah. So my second tip is Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, whatever, but for me Instagram is the best way to explore the city, kind of. For example, for finding restaurants, cafes, or whatever, like some places to eat or have a coffee. And you can always try to find profiles on Instagram for the city you're traveling into, like just for foods. And that's a really cool way to find out about really nice places in that city. One more thing you can do on Instagram is also find cool places to take pictures, because we obviously all, like the most of us, we want to have like really nice pictures when we come back from our trip and post it everywhere and be like, oh, look at the place I visited. Yeah, that's the truth. So be sure to explore the place on Instagram before you go there, and like already be sure where you want to take your pictures and what places are you going to visit and whatever. Okay, now my third tip is to plan, obviously, because I'm a planner type of gal, you know. For planning my trip, I like using a website, Travel a City. To be honest, I didn't really even check, or I don't know if they have an app, but I just use it on my laptop and then I print everything out. But I'm pretty sure, oh no, I'm pretty sure they do have an app, sorry. They do have an app. So I will link it down below anyways. But on there, you can like put the location of your hotel and choose all of the places you want to visit. Put it all in a map, download the map, have it offline with you, and also you can see the cost. If you want to visit a museum, you can see the working hours, costs of the tickets and stuff like that. So you really have everything you need to know on this website. It's really good, and they have a bunch of cities to choose from. So yeah, I really like using that, and I already use it for a few times now. Also, when I mentioned downloading your maps, be sure to do that, because you don't know if you can use your internet everywhere, and internet on your phone, obviously. So be sure to have things you need offline as well, because yeah, you don't want to get lost, and also you don't want to get a huge bill for your mobile phone after you come back home. So yeah. Okay, so my fourth tip is all about packing, and that is to plan your outfits in advance. I always do that personally, because I know, I mean, you are always thinking about, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in a mood to wear this on this day. But whatever, you are gonna wear this because you won't have anything else to wear, so you have to work it out. Like, pick up some basic pieces you can combine with each other, like really pieces that are easy to combine, you know what I mean? Don't overpack, because we always end up using just the half of the clothes we brought with us. And yeah, that way you can also avoid bringing an extra suitcase with you or whatever and paying for that on the airport, because that's really annoying and you don't want to spend that kind of money on, or like, because you can't plan your outfits in advance and choose what you're gonna wear. Also, be aware of things you can and cannot bring with you, included liquids as well, but also when traveling back home, be sure like what stuff you can bring with you on plane and what things are not allowed, because there are different laws in every country, so be sure to have those informations as well. Also, I'm a list maker, so I always make sure to make a list of things I want to bring with me, and that also helps with packing when I have to return back home, because that way I'm making sure that I won't forget anything, because I will have all written down and I will just go through my list and be sure that everything is packed. My fifth tip for today is all about accommodation. Like, choose hostel over hotel if you're traveling on budget, for example. Choose to have a shared bathroom, because that will lower the cost of the accommodation. I know that is not the most comfortable thing in the world, but if traveling on a budget and if you really want to visit a lot of places and stuff, you have to forget about some things and some like total comfort. It's normal. I'm not a type of person who likes shared bathrooms. I think nobody is, but I did do that and it wasn't bad at all. So yeah, that's an option as well. And also, when booking your accommodations, be sure that you have a guest kitchen maybe or something, so you can cook something for yourself and not eat out the whole time if traveling for a longer time, and also if traveling to a city which is really expensive. And I don't want to give the whole money on food, because it's just not worth it when visiting a city. I would rather spend money on some city tours or whatever. Also, depending on your goal, like we talked at the beginning of this video, choose your location wisely. For example, for me, I'm gonna be planning my summer vacation, for example, also in a few weeks or in a month or two, and I'm gonna be sure that our hotel is gonna be near from the beach or on the beach if possible, because I want that to be a relaxing summer vacation and I just want to chill the whole time. I don't want to go like walk to the beach for 20 minutes. I'm not gonna be in a mood to do that, and it's gonna be so hot. So yeah, be aware of things like that and choose your location wisely. Look on Google Maps, be sure you know where your hotel is, and if you have like supermarkets near from your hotel and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay guys, these were some of my really basic tips for organizing and planning a trip, and generally for traveling, I guess. Everything what I mentioned in this video is going to be listed down below in my info box, so be sure to check that out as well. And yeah, I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys and that you have enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe to my channel, because it really means a lot to me. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!